Ian, we've spoken about Nintendo at E3, but have not spoken about why Nintendo won E3.
Oh my God.
I hate that. I'm cringing. But the biggest killer app Nintendo has revealed so far for the Switch, coming out officially October 27th, earlier than what anyone anticipated, Super Mario Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
And the one gameplay mechanic revealed at E3, which none of us really foresaw coming, was the ability for your demon Cappy hat to have Mario basically inhabit the souls of enemies and other characters in the game and take them over, which is really unique and it's really cool.
Including dinosaurs.
Yes, including a T-Rex. That's how the trailer began and ended.
It did.
And just from that mechanic alone, I'm like, wow, I want to buy this. This isn't just like this isn't like Mario 64 Part 2. They added a whole new element we have not seen before. Like, if you want to play as a Goomba and do whatever, you can do that and stack them up. You know, if you want to be a Bullet Bill Mario and fly around and accomplish, I guess, certain tasks, you can do that. You know, there was a cheap swimming Mario. It's so cute with the lips and the mustache. I mean, it's adorable.
Yeah.
It's demonic, but it's adorable.
Watching Mario possess another human.
Yes, that was weird. Need some exorcism action going on.
Watching what is ostensibly a human character.
Yes, there's humans in New Donk City.
Possess a real human. That part made me that hurt me.
But it's intriguing, isn't it?
It is.
We also got to figure out why Mario's not a real human, but he's somewhat of a human. Like that's another story. But interesting that from the gameplay they showed after by the way, that trailer was fantastic. That theme song is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like sort of like a 50s jazz swing thing going on.
Yeah, it's great.
People were asking Breno Floss to do a Super Mario Odyssey with lyrics, and he's like, it exists. It's the theme song has lyrics. So
yeah. Why would
you have a Mario song with lyrics? That's fantastic, right? But New Donk City, I feel like saying either New York or New Jack City whenever I say that. Pauline's the mayor.
Yep.
Good to see Pauline make a comeback. I thought she became a stripper on Long Island according to a certain NES guidebook, but she became mayor of New Donk City.
She was actually in a bunch of DS and Game Boy Advance games.
They brought her back.
In the late 2000s.
They brought her back. But she's the mayor, and I guess Mario's tasked to do certain things to help out there. But that's also, I guess, the jump-off point with your ship to go into different lands.
Yep.
And travel across the world and get adorable outfits, all with cute little hats.
Yeah. And it just looks... every part of that game is something that I want to play in. And the amount of openness for puzzle solving in that game just looks inherently huge. This
is the most open we've seen a Mario game.
It is. Yet I expect there will still be,
tasks and puzzles,
some structure to it.
Sure.
I hope there is, because
it's not going to be GTA.
It may lose me, unfortunately, to a degree if it's too open. But I'm very interested to see what the focus is on puzzle solving in this, because with Mario's Cap, it looks like there's a lot of, when you watch the trailer and when you watch gameplay, there's a lot of moments where he's entering a bullet bill and then entering something that's jumping upwards and very quickly doing all of these transitions to get to places or to make things happen. And I don't think it's necessarily, I'm sure there's going to be lots of areas that are free running and, fast platforming, but there's also going to be a lot of moments, I think, where you have to stop and look around and say, how the fuck am I going to do this?
You have to think a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to use the powers. Like, for example, it looks like you can slingshot off things with the cap and use it as like a catapult in some aspects. Besides, yes, inhabiting all different characters. I just think it's cute that so far we've seen like Sombrero Mario, we've seen the USA Mario, a couple Baker Mario, but they're all references to past Marios that have existed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not just amazing, but the fact that they have that sort of reverence to even do that, to like Sombrero Mario is pretty obscure, right?
Yes.
What is that from? Like Kicks? Who the fuck remembers that, right? And then USA Mario is from one of your favorite NES games, NES Open Golf.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the Baker Mario from Yoshi's Cookie.
Yep.
So, damn, I love that. I just love that.
Yeah.
I just love it. They didn't have to do that,
No.
but they did it. They could have had Mario dress up as any other, red, white, and blue character for that part of the world, but they didn't. They had enough thought to go back and say, okay, let's see what other various outfits we had him as before. What other types of ones had they revealed besides the wedding Mario in the top hat? Have they just those 3 they've revealed so far?
I can't remember.
But it looks like there's like a shop system. You can buy hats
Mm-hmm.
and buy different little items. You can buy a poncho. Looks like in the shop there. And I'm guessing there's different powers based upon what hat you have. It changed a little bit. How about the 2D ones where you transform into Super Mario Brothers?
Looks really cool.
Like when you're wrapping around the tower, but all of a sudden you're just jumping around. But then you transition back out into 3D Mario instantly. That's pretty cool.
I also think it's important to note how organic all the landscapes kind of look in Super Mario Odyssey. Things, how do I say it? The game doesn't look as building blocky. The city looks like a city, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't look
like they just put assets everywhere and stacked it up.
Yeah, I guess that's
kind of hard to explain that until you see it, right? Until you get into it.
But when you look at it, it doesn't look like a traditional Mario game. It looks like you're doing platforming in a more organic city environment. In the other areas as well. I guess it's harder for me to put it into words exactly what I'm trying to say, but the game has a more realistic look to its structure, and it looks lived in. But it's not like it does away with all the eye candy or anything. There's recognizable Mario things. It looks pretty. It's not like it's realistic, but I feel like the structure of the game looks also more realistic at points.
I just like the fact that also you'll be dispatching enemies in a variety of ways with the hat.
Yeah.
So it's not just jump on enemies or throw a bomb at them, like they'll probably come up with inventive ways to like slingshot things at them or to ricochet things back at the enemies or just hit them directly with the hat. I like that. And you'll probably still be able to jump on enemies too, I'm guessing.
Oh, I'm sure.
Of course, but I do like the fact that they're adding that into the repertoire. What about you like the amiibos, which people are calling wedding toppers? Like all the nerds are going to buy the Bowser, Peach, and Mario wedding outfit.
Yeah. Vonnie and I had Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask wedding toppers, and had those been out, I mean, who knows? We may have used those.
We may have been screwed. We might have a second wedding because of that. What do you think about the T-Rex part? What do you think that's going to be like in that sort of, obviously prehistoric age, Jurassic Mario? You think he'd be fighting other dinosaurs, or
I have no idea.
But the fact that that's there, you're like, what is this? This is a Mario game?
It's one of those things that I almost wish they hadn't shown us, because the wow moment when you approach the dinosaur, had you not seen that and go, can I? Oh, I can.
You can throw your hat at anything and inhabit their soul for a time, right?
But yeah, I mean, seeing that was cool. I have no idea what else they'll show. I will probably go on mostly a Mario Odyssey blackout after this and just wait until the game.
Are you gonna treat it like a movie?
Yeah.
You don't want to be spoiled too much? They gotta show a T-Rex, because if you can inhabit a T-Rex and just clomp around as a T-Rex, come on, that's every kid's dream.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
What game has done that, where you can just become a T-Rex if you want and just go around and come back out, become a Goomba?
Jurassic Park Warpath for the PlayStation.
Okay, but
an awful Jurassic Park fighting game.
I always thought it was weird that half those Jurassic Park games you could just be a dinosaur killing people. Like, I was like, it's more fun just to do that. When
right.
Let's try to see some other highlights. Yeah, you can go inside robots. You can go inside, which I think is interesting. The Sheep's the cutest thing ever.
Yes.
Going inside the electrical line in order to like go to other buildings and through the hat. It's unique. He's dancing with a guitar. There he is in his cute little wedding outfit, and Princess Peach having piranha plants.
That
flowers.
actually is my favorite thing. I saw that and I lost it. I want a bouquet of.
Is that
plants.
dangerous? Can that be dangerous?
Yes.
To lose a finger?
Yes.
What do you think you could do by stacking Goombas up? That's kind of weird. It's like your communal Goomba.
Well, they walk around stacked all the time, so maybe they weren't stacked to begin with.
Were there any Koopa Troopas in this?
Yes.
Was there? There was some turtles.
Yeah, it shows him as a Koopa Troopa actually, which is really cute.
Okay, I'm looking at the gameplay. Maybe it was just in the trailer then.
Yeah, it was in the trailer.
I won't be able to wrap my head around what the people will be doing there. I'm guessing there's gonna be like jokey stuff going on, or they have you do certain quests, or you know what I mean. It'd be almost like a GTA game where you do little mini quests, or a Spider-Man game where you have to rescue someone. Like maybe I don't know. I just think there's enough interest here that I'm definitely intrigued. Now the question is, how many millions of these are they going to sell over the holiday?
I have no idea. It's too many.
I tweeted this will sell. I tweeted this will sell not just copies, 10 million additional Switch consoles by itself over the holiday. I don't think that's even insane. That could be even lowballing it worldwide for how many they can sell.
You think?
The public finding out again. Yes, they advertise like new Mario 3D, like on the Wii and the Wii U ones. They didn't really get those out into the public spotlight.
Right.
Enough for the public to be like, oh my god, I haven't played a Mario game since Super Nintendo or 64. Here's a new one. When they do that with this game, on a now what's going to be popular. Yes, it's too early to tell, but it seems like the Switch is going to be a success from the early going. They're going to sell all the Switch consoles that come out over the holiday. And it comes out just early enough in October that if they wanted to, you could have your Switch Mario Odyssey editions for Christmas.
Yeah.
Pre-packaged on, pre-installed. So they can discount it to $350, save like whatever, $10, and they'll sell a ton of those. Yeah, and they want to put a cute little hat on top of the Switch console. You know what I mean? They'll do some fucking gimmick. I don't know, a Cappy Switch.
A Cappy Switch.
What a cute name. I'm fanboying too much over this Super Mario game, but honestly, I haven't been this excited about a Mario game since I can remember. I just don't. Like, all the one-offs I never really got to me like this, where it's like, okay, this is to be something really unique. Like Super Mario Sunshine here is great.
I thought Galaxy was fantastic.
Sure, I never bought into the concept as much as this. Does that make sense?
This looks really good.
Maybe the Galaxy concept was too far out for me. Literally, I did play it a little bit. I never got into it totally, like an Odyssey.